This week we're here to talk to you guys about Moonshot, an HBO Max original movie featuring Cole Sprouse of Riverdale fame. And we're here to review it and definitely not be upset about it. But before we get into that, we must introduce ourselves. And with you today, I am completely healthy Enrique.
I am now healthy Eli.
And I am still healthy Tristan.
So guys, we decided to watch Moonshot.
Yes.
It wasn't very good.
Also, yes.
Mm-hmm.
This was probably one of the worst movies we have reviewed on this podcast, seen in my life, or even knew that existed. And that's with all due respect.
Yeah. What due respect? There's no respect due.
Exactly. So I'm glad.
It was tough, man. It was tough. That's all I'm going to say.
I'm glad that we're here. Me and Eli aren't dying anymore. We don't sound like vacuum cleaners.
Well, I do.
And we're going to provide you guys with some quality entertainment. So the movie was an hour 40.
Not unreasonable.
It felt shorter than that.
Also, not
Did
unreasonable.
Let me explain. Stick with me. I'm pretty sure I was watching this movie, and at one point, it was day 1 of them on the ship. And then within 2 minutes, it said day 27 or something. And I was just like,
yeah.
And I was just so fucking confused at how it went from day 1 to day 27 that fast. Do you agree?
Montage.
I mean, they did kind of do a montage there of, hey, now we're bonding because of this. And we're working together to achieve a common goal of getting to Mars because, fuck the viewer.
So let me tell you something real quick, right? The only funny part of this movie, like genuinely funny, was the part with the robot AI person in the hotel or like in the ship room.
Oh, yeah.
And said when two people are confined in a room together for extended period of times, they either ends up with more people or less people.
Babies, man. Yeah, exactly. That's facts.
Don't add to the population. Don't subtract from the population.
So that was probably like the best moment. That was a good bit right there. Now, as far as the plot of this movie, if you cared about the plot of this movie, you shouldn't, because it's nonsensical and it's ridiculous. Because
pissed me off.
This bitch spent $1 million like it was 2 cents.
Mm-hmm.
Just on a whim.
Don't worry about her finances, though. Don't worry about it, because she got it like that.
Even though she's an orphan.
It's called having rich parents. Oh yeah, that's right. It's called having rich. I don't know. Beneficiaries
family
or yeah, I don't know. Sponsors.
So look, Cole, come here real quick. Let me talk to you, Cole. So, I don't know what you're doing acting-wise currently. I've only seen this in Riverdale. But, how bad do you need money, or you just want money that much? Because, don't get me wrong, I fucks with you. Like, you're a good dude. I fucks with your work, I feel like you're one of the better parts of Riverdale when I was watching it. But, bro, there's better roles out there. We can get you something solid. Like, I don't know, man. You could have been a teenage bounty hunter. Like, you might want to be a lock and key over this, bro. I don't know.
No, I don't know, bro.
Hey, come on now.
Like, we could get you some work, man. Like, oh man.
I don't know, man. I knew this one was bad because I actually paid attention to the entire movie, and I still thought it was shit. Usually I think it's shit because I just don't care and don't pay attention. This one I paid attention to. And yeah, no, it was tough, man. Real tough.
Like, so I thought it was bad because it just wasn't enjoyable. But it was also bad because they just ruined anything they were trying to do good in this movie. Like Reek said, they went from day 1 to day 27 in 2 minutes. But that's supposed to be the part of the movie where they set up the ending, except they skipped over that part where they're supposed to bond and everything in a 2-minute montage. So it was pointless. The entire plot of the movie was pointless.
Did you not see the scene where he did that cringy Steve Jobs speech that I definitely didn't skip over because it was gonna cringe me out, or where they danced in the room in the dance floor together? Is that not enough for you to think that this was a quality romantic plotline?
Yeah, dude. Especially when he was on the way to Mars for a girl that he met the night before she left and was like, I love this woman.
I've seen people do that before.
I have too.
Well, he was also using that as an excuse just to make her believe that.
She was fine, though. So, I mean, he has a good reason to think that maybe, man, I'm a loser. Maybe I can get this dub in Mars.
Yeah.
Damn.
The fucked up part of it, though, was she was still texting him. Like, she was kind of like, he's like, he'll never make it to Mars kind of thing. That was her whole gimmick. Like, that's kind of fucked up. You know what I mean?
I wish you were here. Actually gets there. Oh, didn't think I'd actually see you again. My bad.
Damn, man. I agree. So, at this point, the movie just sucked ass.
It did.
I don't even think there was any reason for us to watch it. Let me tell you guys.
You put it on the list. That was our reason to watch it.
Yes, I did do that. And that's my fault.
Mm-hmm.
But let me say this, okay?
No.
What was up with the writing, okay? Because when they go on the spacewalk and they come back, I feel like this movie took a real weird turn out of nowhere.
What was the point of that?
Because they come back in and then they're stripping in front of each other. And Cole Sprouse turns around and looks at her back with her bra and he's like, like, what? And I'm like, hey, yo. And then she turns around and looks at Cole in the boxers and she's like, I'm like, what the hell? This movie wasn't even horny and all of a sudden it went there? Like, what are we doing?
Dude, I don't know. I don't know at all.
They had to give us something.
I fully thought they were gonna do a sex scene by the end. Like I was like, what's happening?
Was some of the stuff that they were talking and acting? I thought it was coming as well. No pun intended.
Cole was talking about I need time to jerk it in this little room, so please leave me
alone. Dude, that was crazy, bro. He said 4 minutes I can get it done. I'm like, that's my man.
That's a little long. So, you know what I took away from this? So,
that we shouldn't do this anymore.
The girl, well, that was one of the things I took away from this, but there's another one. The girl who plays the one night interest of his is going to play Nami in the One Piece live action. What I took away from this is
interested.
Because of this role, that hurts my way I view her now. So she's gonna need to redeem herself for this One Piece live action.
Okay,
I mean,
she had like 2 minutes of screen time. She's not even a big deal.
She was a hoe in that screen time. What the hell?
Yeah. Okay, but like, what's the one anime live action that actually ended up being good though?
Death Note.
So, yeah.
Cowboy Bebop.
Your standards for this should be in the gutter already. So.
Bro, what do you mean, bro? Cowboy Bebop.
You know what I mean.
What? Dude, Cowboy Bebop was fire.
Yeah, it was so fire. It led our fucking worst show of the year.
What do you mean?
Spike Spiegel.
What do you mean by that? What best show do you? So
vicious.
If you guys want to know the ending, they get their Mars by. Oh, he gets arrested by the Federales as soon as he gets to Mars because she snitched. Now, to be fair, if I was Cole, I would be very mad about this because they said he has to serve 5 to 10.
That's tough, too.
In a Mars penitentiary. I don't know what the food's like on Mars, but I assume prison food on Mars is not very different than prison food on Earth.
I assume it's worse.
And they're like, oh, yeah, man, you're so cool.
The second option wasn't much better.
It was not. Because they were like, bro, you're so cool and so average and so whack, dude. We're going to make you a monkey, sponsor monkey. And then he becomes a sponsor monkey.
Yeah, literally.
Oh, yeah, because what do? They just bring out his hero or whatever, who's the first dude that went to Mars, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, yeah, I let this whole thing happen because we knew you were getting on the ship. And I just didn't care. because I'm rich.
He told you he was gambling on
Awesome.
him.
It was. I mean, that was.
Okay, this is where some of the best shit of the show movie happens, because they talk about, like, they start getting meta and, like, talk about, like, billionaires and all this stuff. He's like, I could have stopped world hunger, but instead I went to Mars. And, like, that was some funny shit when they do bits like that. Everything else in this sucked.
I mean, my dude Zach Braff must have needed a check too, because he hadn't done much since Scrubs ended. Because he just came in, did a whoop-de-doo, and got paid. And I'm like, okay, why? It was so stupid. It was a bad ending.
Why? Because that HBO check hit different, brother.
It does, but like, I mean,
it would if we got one. HBO, I'm looking at you. Never mind.
They try to end up on the opposite list after this movie, dude. I'll tell you what, pissing me off.
So then we find out Giga Chad Calvin does not want to follow her anywhere. She must follow him everywhere and follow her family everywhere, because he is the Giga Chad, right? And
oh yeah.
So then she realizes she doesn't really like him. She was just with him because her adoptive family, was family, and she felt like she had to be there or else they wouldn't love her, which no character development for that. They just kind of said that at the end.
No,
You're like,
threw that in.
Yeah. And then she's like, I'm going back to Earth. And then Cole is like, man, this Mars shit sucks. This is the same as Earth. And he's like, she's going back to Earth. I should go back to Earth. And so then he gets on this plane and he's doing this little elevator gimmick thing. He's like, he's dropping the ass like it's hydraulics. And then he gets in there and goes, hey, it's me. And she goes, why would you do this? And then she goes, because Mars sucks. And I hope that, never mind. So then they continue, and then they go back to Earth, and happily ever after. All right, so 2.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a fair score. I'll back that up.
I'm gonna give it a 3. I was thinking about a 4 when I was watching it, just because.
Wow.
When I was watching it, I was like, well, it's not good. It's not even average. But they haven't done too much to, like, specifically piss me off. And then I've thought about it more, and there's just so many plot holes and terrible things they did with the plot that they failed to explain well or set up well, that it's got to be a 3. It was they did so many bad things in this movie, dude. So many things.